And that last one, that hurts.
Come on, set, 8, read. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll check that down to Carson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. And a quick throw here that's complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready. Right there. 54, 66. Bullet, and go.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Carson. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Emerson Griffin.
We're scoreless after...
On the double. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Exit. 54.
2nd and 14. Steps away to his left. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. We got 4. We got 4. Hey, lock it.
Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end right.
6-6. Pull it high.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Look at me. Zip it. Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Setting up the screen for Cook. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Mike 51.
To throw on 3rd down. Gordon into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
You got nothing to wait. You got nothing.
Hey, Mike 7.
On first down, Gordon. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. It's complete to Diggs. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Back to throw. Gordon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Back to throw. Gordon. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun, Gordon. He gets this one to Boyd. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
Because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
70, Indy.
Let's go, Pete. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Set, ready?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Let's go, D.
Throwing again. Gordon. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
You.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the... ...20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 33 yards that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Gordon. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, Charlie. Mark 50. I got it.
Throwing again. Gordon. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
49.
Looking to throw. Gordon. He's got his man, Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Check right. Mike's 49.
Operating from the gun. Gordon. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it with Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
It's on field.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Gordon. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Reed went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Bravo.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon. And he's going to go down again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Gordon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready up. 58, Mike. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Hey, go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up 2nd and long.
I'm scared.